Hey, this is Rhonda with Got Junk in Our Trunk Estate Services, and I thought I would give you a quick haul video. I went to several places yesterday. It was half price day at Park Avenue Thrift. I skipped Salvation Army because I was getting to back to town a little bit late. I had dealt with some of my estate customers from the last estate sale that I had, and they had to do some pickups and things like that. So I probably reached Park Avenue Thrift about 3 o'clock. So a lot of it had been picked over, but I did find a few things, so I thought I would let you see what I got. First up, I found a McCain Palin cap. I don't have a price on here. I think it was $1 if I remember right. Most of them are $1 that I give. I have sold a McCain Palin shirt. I've sold several things that were election related or primary related and things like that. Something like this would probably sell for around $8, something along that line. I also found another cap. This one, it was half price, half of anything that I show you, you know, that has a tag. It was half of $2.92. This is one of the Seattle Seahawks. You see the mascot on the front, Hawks on the back. These are good for the skateboarders, things like that. These are this one happens to be an Adidas brand on that. I've done other brands like the 59 and things like that. I paid $1 for the $1.50 for this, and I can probably get around $10, something like that. That's usually what I sell those for. I always pick up things like this, whether it's in my estates, if it's left over and nobody is interested. A lot of times I'll buy out a bulk buy in volume at the end of my estate, and I always pick up the little, whether they're vintage or whether they're just something that's a novelty or whatever, all the little alarm clocks. People don't necessarily use these. They use their phones or they get a wake-up call at the hotel, but these are something that are actually highly collectible. It depends on, you know, the buyer as to what you can get for it. I paid $1 for this, and I can probably get around $8 or $9 for this. Of course, they close. For those of you that don't know, they close and they just pack away. I've gotten several of these in the past, and I always sell them. This is the little keychain. It's one of the Exxon ones, and I believe, let's see, 1997. Don't know if you can see if we can get it to focus. Excuse me, my phone's going off. As you can see, I've got Junk in Our Trunk Estate Services, but I've got the Sanford and Son theme on my phone. So if it goes off again, I'll probably have to turn it off. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's 1997. I paid 50 cents for that. I ended up getting that at a yard sale instead of Park Avenue Thrift, and I usually get around $4 for these. I've shown you in the past some of the haul that I've done on some glasses. I got some more glasses today, or yesterday, excuse me. This one is the Sergio Tacchini, I think is how you say that, or Tacchini, but it's Tacchini, I believe. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's $1.91, so it was half of that. These will usually sell for around $20, something like that. This one is Ducks Unlimited. You'll be able to see it. You'll just have to trust my word for it. Oh, they do like me today. I usually stay pretty busy. So that's something we'll cut it off as soon as they send their message. So, Ducks Unlimited, it usually sells for around $10, something like that. And as you can see on part of that, it was anytime it ends in a 1, it usually starts in a 1, 191. These are some of the little fold-away glasses. These sell pretty well. This one is the Special Fold brand pewter. These were also $1.91, so it's half of that. Probably around $6 or $7 for these. I don't usually sell them for a lot, but I'll put them in a lot of them, you know, especially if it's different colors and things. This pair is a Saki brand, Japan, and you can see that they have the, I don't know if you can see that, but it's got the bifocal line through here. It's $1.91 on those. Again, I don't know if you can see that. So I paid half of that. That's probably around $10 or $12. And then one more that was $1.91. This one is Brooks Brothers. Probably sell these for around $25. They're in real good shape. The ear pieces and things. It just needs some cleanup on most of these. Turn the phone off. We'll get back to them in a minute. I always like to buy or go through the t-shirts, and the t-shirts usually are $1.99 or $99. It kind of depends on what the shirt graphic is. That one was half of $99. It's a size large. And it's Felix the cat. And he's pretty well worn, but I love Felix the cat, and he may go in my closet. I don't keep many things, but he may go in my closet. Yeah. Golf shirts are always good, especially if they list the golf course. This one is a Callaway. See it there, and also on the sleeve. This is a shirt jacket. It's lined. Feels good. It's got a nice feel to it, real heavy. It does the zip up on the front with the decorative zipper pull on there. It says Callaway again. It's actually associated with Callaway. It started with 4, so she and I, when she got ready to check me out, assumed it was $4.94 because it started with a 4. So I paid half of that, and it is a size large. It's really nice, and it's got a drawstring or pull bottom where you can make this smaller, you know, on the bottom, pull it in, so it's more fitted. Always look through the jerseys as well, and whether they're authentic game jerseys, you know, or anything like that. A lot of the kids like to wear things like this. I found the Dream Team number 23, which we all recognize. This is a size large. It is Game Gear brand. It's marked. It says extra large, but it's actually a large. It was marked 99 cents. I paid half. Probably get around, for that one, probably actually realize about $12 out of that one. This I just thought was a funky, cool shirt. It was Zombie Scout for the BSA. And it's got all the zombies on the back. Salesmanship, it says brains for sale. Gardening has the hand coming out of the ground here. Woodwork is coffin and things like that. So I thought that was kind of cool. This one is a size XL. And it was a 99-cent shirt that I got for half. One of my favorites. Jeff Dunham, I Am Peanut. You can ask anybody, I am Peanut. Not today, I'm kind of chilled today, so maybe I'm not mad today. But that's Jeff Dunham. This one actually, it says large on there, but the shirt itself, I believe, yes, it is actually a good size. It is a XXX. It was listed at, or priced at $1.91, so it'd be half off. It's got his tour dates. This is actually the United States one. They do make these in European, you know, when he went overseas. So. Controlled Chaos Tour. That was from, what, 2012. Probably get around 15 for that one. And this one, I was kind of inspired when I saw this. My grandbabies live with me, as you all know if you've watched any of my other videos. And we have introduced the almost 9-year-old and the twin 5-year-old boys to the old Batman and Robin as of the last few weeks. And they are absolutely fascinated. And we're refascinating ourselves with it. It's really interesting to watch it. But this kind of reminded me of that with the ouch and the smash and bang and all of that. You know how when they would come against the Joker or somebody like that and they would hit them, then they would have these appear on the screen. So it's kind of a cool shirt. This is a 2X. Paid half of $99. And I figure I'll probably get around $10 for that one. This is an item that I find on my estate sales quite often. I found this at Park Avenue Thrift. And I told the little checkout girl, like she didn't know what it was. And I explained, this is a sweetheart banner. You see these a lot from the different wars, primarily from World War II. And the servicemen or servicewomen, whoever, would send these home to their sweethearts. And sometimes it would have mother on there. You know, it would be sent home to their mother that was their sweetheart or whomever. But it's usually got the little poem on there, and it tells, you know, what branch of the service, which this one's Navy. These are in kind of rough shape, but a lot of times you can kind of spray these with water and comb them out just a little bit, and they'll look pretty good. But if not, a lot of times people will take these and they'll make them into pillow fronts. They'll cut off the fringe and just make it into a pillow front. I paid half of $99 for that. I have sold these in the past for anywhere from $15 to $25 a piece on those. That was a good little find. I had a friend that went out of town to South Carolina, actually Anderson, South Carolina. It looks like she went to the Goodwill on North Main Street. So for any of you that are out in South Carolina, you'll recognize the receipt. You can see this receipt here. And she paid $1.11. $1.11 total. She's trying to learn how to pick for me, you know, so she goes out there and she bought a few things. She got 3 ties. This one, which is a Tommy Hilfiger. Nice tie. Usually can sell something like that, actually have a sale, because a lot of times I'll run ties on sale, you know, and I'll end up getting anywhere from $7 to $15 for one. It just kind of depends on what it is. That's kind of my sweet spot on those. Another one that she got. Another Tommy Hilfiger. And this one is a Johnny Carson. The vintage ties. Those sell pretty well too. They usually, it takes a little while on ties because they're very particular to the person, but once they do sell, like I said, they'll sell for, you know, a sweet spot of around $10 a piece, $9 or $10 a piece. She also found this, and this is the metal. It's the 4-leaf clover. It's got a name for it, and frankly, I have drawn a blank on it. I can't remember what it's called now. I'll tell you in another video if I figure that out. I'll show it to you again. But it's 1 leaf is for hope, 1 is for faith, 1 is for love, you know, and God put another in for luck. It's 24 karat gold plate on something like that. I remember the pricing right now on eBay anyway is going for around, I think it was around $15, something like that, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. You can use it as a paperweight or whatever. I buy bags if I see one item inside the bag. Sometimes it's fun to get a goodie bag. I watch Thrifty Treasure. She does a lot of jewelry jars and things like that. And of course, we have some jewelry jars. They're very, very few and far between, and people usually grab them pretty fast, you know. But my Goodwill doesn't commonly do those. They'll do those periodically. The bin store will do that because they don't like for the jewelry to get thrown out into the bins and things. So they will put it in a bag and or, you know, some type of jar, container, or whatever. Now, while I'm there, this I got at Park Avenue Thrift. It was listed at, or priced at $3.93. So I paid half of that. And I bought it just in case this little item worked. So we're going to pull it open. I don't even know what's in here. This is the item that I purchased it for, because we might actually use this. It's one of the Black & Decker gizmos. Sorry for the noise. Bags get noisy. See that? Black & Decker gizmo. They've got all different things. Some of them are mixers. It's the under the counter or under the cabinet. Under the cabinet counter. That wouldn't do me much good, but this one's actually the can opener. And we're all into space saving here because we've got 6 people in a 1,900 square foot house. So we're trying to save space as much as possible. So I'm going to see if that works. See if all the parts are there and things like that. If not, I paid $2 for it, and I'll just part it out, you know, just use it for parts or something like that. Somebody might want something. Pop it there. So that was that piece. And a little coin purse. I'm not a big gambler, but I do go to the casinos that are here in Tunica, Mississippi. They're probably about 40 minutes from my home. And on occasion, I'll go down there and I'll use their free hotels or their near free hotels or whatever. And I don't like to carry a big purse. I like to put something down in my pocket, so that probably will fit my player's card just right. So I'll probably use something like that myself. What else we've got in here? Stuff like computer cords and things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. And of course, they're proprietary to anything that it goes with. You know, that might work, that might not. A lot of times I'll put things up there and I'll put it on auction as untested, and sometimes people will take a chance on it for $1.99 or something. Lots of little bits and pieces. Cool. Got little things here and there that we can probably part out or piece out. It's like a webcam, I think. Webcam piece. So all in all, it was worth my $2 that I spent. A little less than $2. And the final item is something that I picked up at the church sale, and I don't think I showed it in another video. If I did, I might not have shown the whole thing. But I got 2 big bags, and they were like $1 and $1.50, something like that total. 2 big bags of doll heads. Some of them are the old rubberized. This one happens to be the old plastic, old clown. And I thought with Halloween coming up that I might even be able to sell it to people that are going to do some decor type things. But these are some of the doll faces. Got some of the larger ones, the real delicate ones. Really kind of cool. Hands. So I figured I would go on and list them. If they sold, they sold. And if they didn't sell and I needed to relist them, I'll probably throw the word Halloween or decor or something like that in there, or spooky, or, you know, something along those lines, and see if that would sell a little closer to Halloween. I got those. And this one has more of the rubberized heads. If you can see that, that's got the little hands and her face. Sweet little face. Dolls don't have sweet little faces like they used to. I was born in 1960, and all of our dolls looked like babies. Even the grown-up looking dolls had baby faces. So that's kind of neat. Santa. I thought it was interesting the lady stored them like this so they wouldn't collapse on her. So I thought that was a good idea. Rather than paper, because paper will collapse, but the styrofoam won't. Like Mr. and Miss Santa, I've got a few of these in there. Or old men. you know, however you want to use it. There was one, if I can see it readily. Yeah, there we go. I had several of these. Do you remember those faces? Okay. So that was kind of a fun little haul. I got a little bit different stuff. Not anything that's just tremendously high priced or anything like that. But sometimes it's all about doing the consistent things in between, and then you'll hit a really good one, and then you'll kind of ride it along and make that bread and butter money. And, you know, we all have to have bread and butter. Again, this is Rhonda with Got Junk in Our Trunk Estate Services. Thank you for joining my channel today, and I hope that you'll subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, and then the little bell next to it. You can receive notifications when I do any videos. It'll send it right to your email inbox. And if you could like or comment, I'd like to know. I'm starting to build a few subscribers here and there. I am on Instagram. I am on Facebook. I have a pretty active Facebook page. I think we're almost to the 5,000 member point, and then you can see my eBay store link below. And if you will, I'd like for you to give me some feedback and let me know what you'd like to see in any of the videos. A lot of them are going to be haul videos, so I can just show you what I'm looking for. Some of them are going to be going into the States and things like some have been in the past, and probably a few just total buyouts when I go in and I just buy out the contents of the home. So those will be interesting as well. Hope you have a good day. Happy junking.